if you want to add here p dot value plus 2. So yes, we can easily add here the value, right? But suppose if you want to make a change here, like p dot value is equal to 10. Now what I want to make do here, I can easily make a change here. Like suppose earlier it was 12. So if I want to add 2 here, so plus 2 when I have written 2 added in a 12 and it became 14. Now I want to set a value that is 10. Okay, so suppose I am putting this 10. So I can't set this value. See, can't set the attribute. So in property actually you will get the error because we can use as only the reference. We cannot assign something to it. Here we can take it as a reference, but we cannot assign something, a value to it. So now suppose if you want to assign a something, that time what we require, we needed one setter method. So after adding this property value become property, you can access it like an instance variable. So we can access it like an instance variable. So we can say this is a getter method. But this actually we get the variable. But suppose if you want to set the variable, we want a setter method. So like add value dot setter. Add value dot setter. So here actually what I have to write is value. As we have discussed earlier, the first argument is always a self. So self value self dot underscore x is equal to this. So now here we can say this is a getter method, this is a getter method, and this is a setter method. Like earlier, we cannot able to set the value that is 10, but by with the help of this setter method, we can assign value. Now let's check. We got value that is 10. Now I want to set this to the value. I will set it 10, and now we got value equal to 10. See, earlier I am getting an error. I cannot set the value, but with the help of this setter method, yes, we can able to set the value. Okay, dear students, take a screenshot if you are on a computer or if you are using a mobile phone. Take a screenshot so that you will come to know exact what is the concept. Okay, zoom out and take a screenshot of this program. Actually, this is a very big concept. Slowly, actually, I am discussing with you, but you do take a screenshot of this program, okay? Output event too, so that while you are running, now you will come to know. This is only the introductory part. What is the use of this property, okay? But why do we need to use this property? Actually, I am going to discuss in next program. Why actually this kind of property is useful, okay? Taken? Taken a screenshot? Or you have written this program? Come on, are you with me? Are you there? Okay, thank you. So the next concept is why we need to use a property. Why we need. Hello. Maria madam, sir, would I have? understand this concept, let's see another program, the class version. Again general unit, self. The first argument is always self, name and age. Then so you have to remember all the concept now, whatever we have discussed earlier. And this concept will come into the program, like why I have to take this underscore before the argument. So already we have discussed in previous lecture. So you should be present in all the lectures and attentively attend all the lectures, do practice so that you will come to know all the concepts. Self dot name and self dot age. So this is another method that I have created, like a display method. In the last program I haven't used that method, but we are writing here. Set age. So actually, in this program, what we are allowing to this client, like he can set the age, right? But before setting an age, we want to check the age is belong to the whatever the category as per the criteria or not. Like it should be greater than 20 and less than of 80. This is the criteria. So while setting an age, the age should be in between this range only. If it is outside this range, it will not accept. Okay. So this is the criteria. So we are setting an age, new age. So age is equal to new age. And if it is not, then it will move to the raise part, else part, and raise the error. We have seen this concept also, exception handling. Age must be between 20 and 80. Okay. So setter method and get method. So get age. Okay. So this is our program. Now here from this program we'll understand what is the need of property. Actually here we haven't used the property, right? So in this program without property we'll understand this concept, and with the property we'll understand the same concept so that you will come to know. Because in the last program that you have taken a screenshot or you have written that program in which we have used a getter method and setter method, but with the property, right? With the property. Here in this program also we are using a getter method and setter method, but without property. Here we haven't used a property, right? Now here exactly you will come to know what is the use of this method. Right, right. Yes, Siddharth. Yes, it, here it should be there. Okay. Saying person has no attribute age. So here actually without using property we'll understand the same concept. So suppose I want to access the value. So in the output actually in display, this method displayed the Raj and 30. Now we have used two concepts, that is setter method and get method. So I want to set a age that is 100 for example. So P dot set age and I am giving 100 here. P dot set age. So set age, by using this instance we are calling this method set age and we are passing 100. So obviously what will be the output? The error. The exception handling concept we have used, and if we have the error, that is age must be between 20 and 80, right? So similarly, suppose I am putting, instead of 100, suppose I am putting here 10. Obviously I will get the error. That is the same, it must be in between 20 and 80. So suppose if instead of here this I am putting here 25, so it will accept, right? It will accept. So 25, it is accepted. And suppose if I will print the dot display, so it will print the value that is Raj, the name and age is 25. Right. But suppose if I want to add one here in a age, then suppose if I want to add one here in the age, what I have to write the dot set age and then the dot get age plus 1, like this. And then if you want to display it, here you could see it is incremented by 1. Earlier it was 25, now it is 26. But see the code that I have to write, that p dot set age, then p dot get age plus 1. Then it is implemented. So actually here we cannot directly access the age, and we cannot directly increase the age by 1. So we have to write this complicated code. So this code is not good, right? If and we cannot say this is good. This code is not a Pythonic code. Why actually? Suppose if you have written this code, now it is working fine, right? But suppose what I want to do, I want to create one new instance here. You have seen this code is running fine for the previous, but I am creating a new instance like even dot person. I am creating new instance here, and so new instance that I have created. So actually even is equal to, how actually we create an instance, even is equal to person, right? So instance created. Now by using this instance, suppose I'm calling this method that is a display. Okay. So by using this display, it's showing output that is DEV 200. So actually in this program, you cannot set a age which is less than 20 and more than 80, right? But what I did, I have created another instance And with this instance, yes, I am able to set the age that is at 200, right? So can you understand what is the use of property? If you are actually creating one more instance, you can easily set a age which is more than less than 20 and more than 80. So what we can do in this code actually, we can put this statement here, right? Copy and this actually, here I am adding this criteria. Okay. Suppose here I have added. Now in this way only actually you can run this, implement the program, right? Okay. So here it should be the age and E. Okay. This, and suppose now, suppose if you are doing the same thing, you are creating a new instance in the program, and then if you are trying to set a value, it is not the case like without property you cannot implement. Yes. Now I will see, I got the error. Age must be between 20 and 80. What I did simply, I have put it here while initializing this instance attributes. Right? That time actually I have put it this criteria. So I got the error. But again, as I told you, this code is not a Pythonic code. Because this code works, you cannot say this is a good and actually we no need to use a property. Because it breaks the existing client code. There may be client code that access the age directly. It may happen there may be another client code which is accessing a age directly, not going through the initialize and then accessing. No, because in the program there are number of code who access the method, and there is one part of maybe in the client code there may be one code who is accessing a age directly. A new update is not backward compatible. This new update that we updated here, this age is not a backward compatible. We can access as well easily do the validation by using a property. Why it is not backward compatible? Actually, the time is over now. 12:06 is there. So we'll discuss in next lecture in detail exact use of property as well. How this code is not backward compatible, but using a uh, property, how it could be a backward compatible. Thank you very much. Take a screenshot of this code and now you can leave the session. I hope all you could understand. Kindly do acknowledge in chat box. Do you understand today's lecture? Because you have to practice. It is not a very simple concept at your level. You have to do a practice, but it is very simple things if you are taking a screenshot, if you are writing this concept. Okay. Thank you very much. Now you can leave the session.